What's going on, you guys? It's Spanking Guru here, bringing you some more Battlefield, because Battlefield is the shit, and that's the way I like it. But this ain't no Battlefield 3, this is Battlefield Bad Company 2. And one thing I definitely wanted to discuss so far, now that we're, into the Battlefield 3 scene, and, we got a full taste of it, we know all the maps. We can't wait for the map pack, December 13th, baby, December 13th. But one definite reason why I wanted to make a Battlefield Bad Company 2 versus Battlefield 3 video, the definite reason why I wanted to is because these games, you can compare them to each other. They're not as fast paced, they both play at 30 frames per second. That's just what everybody really wants to see, and I think that's the only reason why, because it's very hard to compare Battlefield to Call of Duty, and yet people still do it for things that for other reasons. But yeah, let's do some Battlefield versus Battlefield Bad Company 2 versus Battlefield 3. First thing I want to get to is how fluid the game is. The obvious winner is basically Battlefield 3. In Battlefield Bad Company 2, you had a little bit of that slow reaction time where, it's kind of like your controller and your player that you're playing as got the signal a little too late. They got it a little too late that you wanted to turn. And in Battlefield 3, everybody's smooth, you can move around the map quite good. The mechanics around jumping over objects is good. You swing your little legs over it sometimes, which is all very interesting. Alright, next topic, that goes to Battlefield 3. Next topic I want to talk about is servers versus join match. Now, in Battlefield Bad Company 2, when you wanted to join play a game, you press join match, and you looked for whatever game there was, you fire it up and you play in that game. Now, that may have worked during its heyday, but I wanted to play a little Battlefield Bad Company 2 today, and I'm using this gameplay that I had from before, and I get into a game on Cold War, and it ends up being a 2 versus 1 situation. Now, I did not pick specifically Cold War, I picked any game mode, and what I definitely would have wanted was maybe like a 12v12, maybe 11 versus 11, something like that, and yet the game puts me in a 2v1, and what am I supposed to do with that? That's just frustrating. And with Battlefield Bad Company 2, when you quit games, your skill level goes down, even if it's that frustrating and you have to stick with it, which is very, very annoying. And you look at Battlefield 3, where they implement servers, where you see the game mode, which you can obviously pick in Battlefield Bad Company 2. But for the servers, you see how many people are in the game, what map they're going to be playing on, what game mode. You can see the player list of who's in that game mode if you recognize somebody. And I think that's just absolutely, one of the great features. So again, thing goes up to Battlefield 3. Now, one definite thing that I think is on the side of Battlefield Bad Company 2 is prone versus no prone. Now, prone, I think them implementing it was just a way to try to get, the bitches to come into the game mode. One definite thing is like that's could be in response. There's many others that are possible. No prone, I mean, although it was frustrating when you were getting shot over objects because you can't really hide that well. I mean, it wasn't all frustrating because that happens in the same situation as you are, so you have to be more tactical. You can't just hide around barrels, because when you crouch, some of your body still gets picked up over objects, which I think was a great mechanic, and I think that implementing prone is a very, very big fail when it comes to Battlefield 3, and I think that if there was some way for them to patch it, I would absolutely love to see it, because I think it's just terrible when I get killed by somebody who's crouching on the ground. It's very, very annoying. So that goes to Battlefield Bad Company 2. Now I want to talk about map design. Now, the one thing that when I think of map design is I think that Battlefield 3 maps are less frustrating, and what I mean by that is Battlefield Bad Company 2 maps were very, very wide open, and this caused a lot of frustration, especially for me, you know, coming into the game, you know, not knowing what to expect. And then I am defending on Arica Harbor on the first base, and what ends up actually happening is I ended up getting killed by one of those guys, one of those like scout snipers that stand in one spot the whole entire game. They sit up there for the whole entire game trying to snipe people, which is very annoying, and it also ruins my experience. It ruins other people's experience when they get frustrated. So that is definitely very, very annoying. And I think that Battlefield 3, you know, improved that. One definite thing is Operation Metro. Oh my god, you guys failed so bad when you can swim out to the water to that little base and you can fire your sniper rifle off and you can see people coming to swim at you. You're basically protected. It's a very, very annoying, you know, thing to be, and that quite sucks. So I think that Battlefield 3 maps are less annoying, but then again, such great maps like the one I'm playing on right now, absolutely great map in Battlefield Bad Company 2. I absolutely love this map, and if I wasn't scared of getting put into 2v1s games, I would absolutely be playing that. One definite thing that was a definite switch from Battlefield Bad Company 2 was the kits, and what was assigned was, in Battlefield Bad Company 2 you had your assault, you had your engineer, you had your sniper, and finally you had your medic. Now your medic was the light machine guns, and you offered up ammo, you offered up health, and you could use your defibrillator to Rambo revive somebody, which they canceled out in Battlefield 3, which is a bonus for Battlefield 3. Now let's talk about the kits. I think that this really does balance out it, but then again it doesn't make too much sense, because when you use a light machine gun you think of ammo, you know, you think of plenty of ammunition, even if they're not the strongest weapons, and to have ammo for it is kind of like too positive. It's kind of like basically it's the same thing where you have like countless ammo to kill somebody with a light machine gun, and yet you have, you know, you have your ammo right there. In Battlefield 3 you have your ammo right there to keep recovering. When you look at assault kits, and you know, most of the time if you run, you know, if you don't run ammo and you either run explosive or you run any other perk besides that, what usually ends up happening is you end up having to look for a kit to pick up, which is very annoying, because most people, such as myself, you know, we look for, you know, we want our health packs, or no, we like our gun. That's the reason why we're choosing them, and being forced to pick up somebody else's stupid weapon who has a dumb class, like somebody has like an ACOG or something like that, that's very annoying. But then again, I do think this adds balance, because the first account that I maxed out when it came to Battlefield Bad Company 2, even in my short time, was definitely assault. It had, you know, assault rifles, which were amazing, and you could use magnum ammo because, you know, you had ammo right there, so you could resupply and you're good. So I think this forces you to play a little bit more tactical. And finally, one thing that they decided to implement in Battlefield 3 is showing your KD. And in Battlefield Bad Company 2 they did not show your KD, they showed your score. And I think that most of the time KD hasn't ruined Battlefield 3, but because they have a team deathmatch mode where KD is basically everything, I think that basically ruined the game. And that's why you see most times like people hiding on rocks that, you know, aren't running around or looking for hedge glitching spots. It's because they care about their KD, when if they just finished off the, you know, the deathmatch, you know, they would have been good, you know what I mean? And instead, in Battlefield Bad Company 2, because there was no KD, you were more willing to rush out, because only until the end of the game was when you found out, you know, what your KD was. So that's just my whole basic reasoning on why. Like I said before, I can't really make a decision on what game is better. One definite thing I can agree on is that if they implemented, you know, some things from Battlefield 3 that they did to Battlefield Company 2, like if they incorporated the games and made Battlefield Bad Company 3, I think this is definitely, you know, one of the things that they could implement is the no prone and stuff like that. So all in all, they're both good games. You'll see me playing those games. If I can hop on Battlefield Bad Company 2 and find a full game and get lucky enough to play against some bad people and get some kills, you know, I'll post that, because I really enjoy that game and I like the balance in it. So this has been a nice long commentary about some Battlefield. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if the gameplay's long. I have no idea what I'm talking over. So yeah, you guys stay easy. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe right now. Enjoy more Battlefield gameplay. I'll see you guys later. Peace.